Hey everybody. I just wanted to say, if you want crazy, go to Boise State. I just got back a couple of days ago. What? Why did I just stop saying? Why did I just stop speaking? Whatever. I just got back a couple of days ago from Boise State 2K14. Oh, it's right there. It's right on my yeah. And it was pretty great. I was really terrified, and I kind of didn't want to go at all. But apparently nobody wanted to. Cool. Um, So when I got there, I had a roommate, and he happened to be from 30 minutes, and like a half hour away from me. Uh, like where we lived, which was cool. And he's a pretty cool guy. And then there were 66 other people there, other guys. It was really creepy. There's weird people, but it was funny. They're really cool guys. Um, and the first couple days, you hate it. It seems a lot like prison. You have, you don't even really have beds. You just have hard cots, kind of, with mattresses on them that don't do anything. Um, Again, sort of like prison. You go to sleep. You have to go to sleep at 10:30. Wake up at 6:30, which is prison. Prison. I'm telling you what. And then there's plenty of that over the past week. The food was okay, but they pack you into this really tight space, this really tight lunchroom, where you have like this much personal space between you and another guy. The tables are all smushed together. Like I said, the food is okay, but you put them all in like a tote, all your scraps and your plates and stuff in this tote bus thing, and it had to be stacked exactly right, or you get yelled at, which is weird. Um, you had to, your room had to be very tidy and stuff. When you went to sleep, lights out at 10:30, but doors are open, which is weird. And they would like patrol the door. It is weird. But we had some cool speakers. Martin Steele, he was really cool. Karl Rove, who was George W. Bush's state something, good friend of his. He was really funny. His whole speech, really brilliant speech. Very funny, but also relevant. And then they opened up to questions, everyone. And the last question he was asked was like to show his viewpoint of the events of 9/11. And it took him like a half an hour to tell it, and it was very, very moving. It was a very moving, story. Because he was with the president basically the whole day, like at the school, and then on Air Force One and all that. And it was just crazy. And then we had the governor, and his speech was weird because everyone was expecting actually, an inspiring speech about integrity and the good things you'll get out of Boise State. But it was about nuclear bombers. 6 minutes talking about nuclear bombers, which got more cheers than talking about integrity, of course, from 1,000 teenage boys crammed into an auditorium. But it's just strange. But his questions were cool, the way he answered them. They had the state auditor, who was a relatively attractive woman in her 30s. Big mistake having, because none of these guys had seen a female in a week. But they just had it was weird. And then within our cities, which is like our hallway of our dorm or whatever, we would elect city officials, and we had a county and all that. It was really cool. I didn't run for anything because I'm a coward, and also because I didn't talk to anyone, so there's no way I was gonna win anything. But we were Boone City, by the way, like Daniel Boone. We got called Booners a lot, which is weird. That was kind of weird. What else? What else, man? Oh, there was a mafia, which is really weird. They, they were running around stealing every city's flag, and they had an ad. We had, a newscast, which was cool, and a newspaper and a radio station. I worked for the newspaper, and I attempted to write articles, and I failed horribly. I'm not good at journalism. I just write BS is all I can write. I can BS a story in no time, but writing actual facts, I can't do that. I suck at that so bad. So they were like, get the most out of your week, kind of, like inspirational things, not actual news. But, so the Mafia, they had a clip of them with all of the city's flags, but they had their faces blurred, and that was hilarious. And they were throwing, we all had fake money. We were all given $1,000 at the beginning of the week, and they were throwing all their money over the balcony of the auditorium during assemblies so that we would align with the Mafia. The mayor of my city, who was a really cool guy, was running for governor, and they pulled him into his room, and they're like, all right, we can ensure that you will be governor if you work for us. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Integrity, cool. So then we had to post guards every night because we figured the Mafia would run through and tear all our crap up. It was insane. And finally at the end of the week, the news station got royally sued and went bankrupt because they were told by the government to give up their footage of the Mafia without their faces blurred, and they chose journalistic integrity and said no until they had no money, and they were given an ultimatum of none of your newscasts are ever going to be shown again, or you give it to us and you're cool. Still bankrupt, but fine. So that was crazy. Some good old government going on right there. Oh gosh, what else? We made our cities pretty city. Oh, that was about Wednesday. That's when I really got into it. Because I had some good ideas for like our park, which looked really pretty, and just some cool things we could do with the resources that we had. It was very interesting. And fun, and I got to meet people and talk to people that way, which is cool. I followed like all the people from my city on Instagram, and my counselors, which is cool. Jenny. What else? It was a really cool experience, and like at the end of the week, we all sat down at like 9:30, and we all like told our stories, and the counselors did too. We just told about us. And we seemed really close then. It really seemed like a brotherhood, which is really cool. And we were up until probably 1:30 just telling each other our stories, and it was awesome. Because it was very emotional, and it was very close, and it was so cool how we ended up being so tight after just a week. Look at this dog. So, that's pretty much the gist of the week. It was a really cool experience. Some of my friends went, like 5 people from my school. Bubba, stop squeaking, Bubba. I'll come pet you or something. Like 4 other people from my school went, I think. Barely saw them throughout the week. My best buddy Chad, I saw him several times though. And he's a dork. Bubba, calm down. It's okay. You got your hot dog? I'll play with you in a minute. I promise. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much my experience at Boy State. If you get the opportunity to go, Missouri or no, do it. Please, you will be so glad. Because it was a really cool experience. You meet a lot of really cool people, you get involved, and you come out of it being a better leader. It sounds cheesy, but it's true. Like, I am the kind to just sit back and watch people actually make a difference, but I want to now. Like, it's crazy. But it's probably the best program I can think of, honestly, to inspire you. It's just really cool. So, if you have the opportunity, do it. If you have gone, thank your sponsors, because it's kind of expensive, but it's definitely worth it. and your sponsors knew it was worth it because they sponsored you, because they believed in you enough to send you. So that's really cool. If anyone from Boise State is watching this, like anyone who's affiliated with the program, Missouri or no, thank you so much, because this is the coolest experience, and I got a lot out of it, and I haven't talked to a single person who hasn't. It really was, as the slogan says, a week to shape a lifetime. So thank you. That's all I have. I'll probably vlog again later because I have other news to talk about, but this video is dedicated to Boise State because it is a really cool program, and this is my way of spreading it, I guess. So yeah, Booner for life. Here comes the boon. There's one thing that we had that was like a victory screech, and it was like which is really funny. They would just scream that in the middle of an assembly. It was the best. I love it. Anyway, what? Okay. So, good night, sleep tight, don't let fridge monsters bite. I'm gonna vlog again after a while, but like I said, this is just dedicated to the program. So, yeah. See ya!